At last count, there were 148 different studies, all of which confirmed that those with strong social connections have a 50% reduced risk of mortality at any moment. And it's this reason why we have to hang out with people who encourage us to do better, people who encourage us to continue to learn, people who encourage us to be our best selves. We need to hang out with people like Dr. Jim Smith Jr. He is a best-selling author. He's an authenticity expert. He's a personal transformation training master who helps people become their best selves through his no excuses philosophy. And he's here tonight to tell all of you it's time for you to jump into your bigness. Let's welcome Dr. Jim Smith Jr.
Whoa, raise the roof a little bit. It's times like this, I wish my mom was here to see this. Have you ever had one of those evenings where you couldn't get any sleep? I mean, you tossed and turned and turned and tossed. You couldn't get the pillow quite right. I had one of those, and I know the exact date. It was August 17th, 2018. Now, you know why I remember that date? Because on the next day, August 18, 2018, that's 8/18/18, I would be conquering one of my bucket list challenges, and that was skydiving. Since I couldn't sleep, I decided to pray. God, please make the weather tomorrow windy and rainy so they would cancel the jump. Well, God, if you can't make it rain and windy, can you make there be a lot of traffic on the road so that I'm delayed in getting there, that they would cancel my jump? Well, God, if you're not going to make it rain and make it windy, and you're not going to make it a lot of traffic, can you make the guy or gal who I jump with, can you make their name be Jesus? It didn't rain. It was sunny. I was driving and the traffic eased up and it got there on time. Now, they tell you to allot 3 hours. 3 hours. I'm thinking 3 hours to jump 15, 20 minutes, but 3 hours. So the first hour or so, you just sit around and watch. And you look at signs that say, skydiving is dangerous. Skydiving can be hazardous to your health. Who would jump out of a perfectly good functioning plane? Then they take you to a room where you watch this 30-minute video. 27 of it is telling you how dangerous skydiving is. The last 3, how much fun it could be. Then they take you to a room where you sign 20, 30 papers saying, it's not their fault, it's not their fault. Whatever happens, not their fault. You can't sue, you can't sue. Are you kidding me? So then you go back out and watch some more. Then finally, they take you to the room to teach you how to put your parachute on, to get you ready to jump. So I remember putting my parachute on, and I said, when I pull this, that's when the parachute will come up, right? He said, it should. It should. The story gets better. They introduced me to the person who I'm going to jump with. I'm over here thinking, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. His name wasn't Jesus. His name was Pancake. 19, 18. I'm jumping out of a plane with this guy named Pancake. Well, we walked toward the plane, and my mom raised me to be a gentleman. So I was letting all the other jumpers get on the plane first. And we're sitting on the plane now, and I'm realizing I'm the closest to the door. I'm jumping first. Jesus. And I jumped. And when you jump, your arms are like this initially, and then you open them. And I saw the video. Pancake had to fight to get my arms open. I made it. I landed. I was like, I jumped out of a plane. But here's what I learned from that experience. Because if you had a pulse and you were in my life, I was calling to talk to you. I was texting, Instagram, Facebook. I did it. I called my mentor. And I told her what I did. And I was expecting the adulation, the virtual high five. She said, Jim, that was nice. She said, listen, you do crazy things all the time. And I chalked this up to that. You jumped out of a plane. Why don't you tell the people who you speak to jump into their life, to jump into their relationship, to jump into their dreams and goals, to jump every day? It doesn't have to be a plane, but you're jumping every day. That takes courage. Like, okay, well, going forward, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell people to jump. Jump into their boldness. Jump into their life. Now, in order to do that, remember these three things. One, get rid of the bucket list. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. When I think of a bucket list now, I think of a list that's full of pie in the sky ideas. I don't know about you, but I want my pie on a plate. And I want it now. When I think of bucket lists, I think of eventually, one day, someday, I'm going to get around to it. No, now. So get rid of that bucket list. Jump now. Number two, own your choices. And this is about personal accountability and responsibility. Own your choices. Because when we're younger, we look a lot like our parents. But when we get older, we look a lot like our choices. What are you choosing? Are you choosing to jump? And finally, embrace uncertainty. Feel the fear and move in. Embrace ambiguity. We wait for everything to be right all the time. That's not life. Embrace uncertainty. It feels good when you do. Today, before I came here, I went to lunch. And I was talking to Dan, the server, letting Dan know what I was going to do this evening and what I was going to talk about. He said, Dr. Jim, I'm going skydiving. 2 in 10 days. I'm going skydiving. And I can't wait. You only live once. Dan, no. You may want to write this one down. You only die once. You live every day. You live every day. So as you're going forward, remember, as we grow bolder, let's jump every day. Jump every day. Jump every day.